gentlemen, Black Ops 7, Treyarch has just fixed their biggest criticism of this game. No, it's not the way they treat YouTubers, even though that's insane. No, it's not the story, even though it sucks. It's the HUD. First thing everyone's seeing when they say this new game. God, that HUD looks horrible. No matter if you're a fan of the game or you're against the game, everyone can agree the HUD's horrible. When Xbox Fusion's up negative, that's when you know it's a problem. But maybe we have a solution. There's a Twitter account that's a big-time leaker. He's super popular in the community. His name is Hey I'm Alex. Not the Hey I'm Alex you're thinking of, different one. This guy has released information, and I'm just gonna put this on the screen right here. Yes, that is the HUD presets for the beta, and yes, that is the Black Ops 3 Zombies HUD, and it's called Vintage, okay? But before we get into that, we'll get into more. Okay, we'll get into more. So I think what we're gonna do instead is just look at it and appreciate it. The biggest criticism was the HUD, guys. That was the #1 criticism of this game, was the HUD. Yet they're fixing it. That's amazing. That's amazing. But I don't want to see just old school HUDs, right? And Black Ops 6 was the precursor for Black Ops 7. And Black Ops 6 was like, okay, you can't change the design of the HUD, but you can change where things are, what things are on screen, and where they're placed. So like me, I didn't play with the minimap, I didn't play with the compass, I didn't play with the zombie counters on them, the health bars, but some people did. You know, but you couldn't move, you couldn't like change the way the HUD looks. You can't change the gun design for yourself. Can't do that. But in this game you can. Isn't that insane? You can have presets that can change it. It's amazing. So let's just get into this new game, okay? Black Ops 6 with the precursor, Black Ops 7 is the evolution. Here we go. The first one we have here, this is the first HUD. What does that remind you of, guys? I'll give you a hint. Just look at it for a couple seconds. Yeah, you guys ever heard of Shadows of Evil? Is that not the Shadows of Evil HUD? Yes, it is. That's the Shadows of Evil HUD. That's insane. And this says multiplayer presets, which means that these HUD presets are going to be available in multiplayer and zombies. That's amazing news. I love that. So Shadows of Evil HUD is in this game, but we also have new HUD as well, which I'll look at you here. After the vintage HUD first, we're going to have one called Tone. Okay, and Tone is a very simplistic 90s style HUD. I'm pretty sure this is the base HUD for the game. I'm not 100% sure, right? But this is a very simplistic, looks like a compass type HUD. Nothing too crazy, but I think it looks good. I like this one. It's simplistic, and we'll go through the next ones, okay? We'll go through all the good ones and all the bad ones. This one's called Schematic, another 90s style HUD. This one really looks like Black Ops Cold War. I'm not 100% sure if that's the case, but it looks simple, right? Simplistic, basic HUD. We love that. I love the idea. It's like it's celebrating the Black Ops series, which I'm a fan of. Then we have one called Blueprint. Doesn't this one really remind you of Halo? This HUD really reminds me of Halo. Like the blue checkered idea of it, the grid style of it. I really like it. I mean, it's unique, right? I appreciate the uniqueness of it. But the first thing I thought of when I saw this is, shit, Halo. You know, that's the first thing I thought of. So I don't think it looks fantastic, but I think it looks simplistic. But I'm not here to judge because all of these HUD presets, we're just seeing the gun on the bottom right. We're not seeing the mini map. We're not seeing the perks. We're not seeing the icons. We're not seeing everything else. It's just seeing the mini map on the bottom right. And I'm gonna guess that the BO6 presets are still gonna be in this game. The next one we have here, that one was called Blueprint, by the way. The next one is Redacted. What does this remind you of, guys? Old school Black Ops. World at War is what it really reminds me of. I'm not 100% sure if it's the same. I know World at War Zombies has the blood, but World at War multiplayer is what it really reminds me of. I like the broken glass look of it. I think it's really, really nice. I love the sniper scope look of it and the binocular. It looks like a black fan. It looks cool, you know, we're gonna have a gun above it with the tactical lethal. I think it looks really well. Next one is called Shards, a broken glass style. That could be unique, that could be cool, but I don't think it's anything special. Every single HUD, though, has the exact same thing. Blast in the 90s style, like that's all what 4 of them are saying, which is kind of funny, but I think it's a simplistic HUD. It's nothing crazy. This one seems more like a multiplayer HUD than a zombies. These last couple have. This next one is a very zombies HUD, right? Whew. Love this one, a dark ether style HUD called Dark Shards. I think that this should have been fucking the preset, the basic HUD that we see in zombies. Why are we seeing this other one? Why are we seeing this other one? This one looks really, really good. I love the purple shards on it. It looks fantastic. Great HUD presets. Then we have another one here. That one's really nice, man. I mean, that's gonna look great on Ashes. Then we have another one here called 98 Problems. This one looks like a film reel, right? It looks like those classic 90s like film reel, like where you turn it and a shutter. I think it looks good. It looks like something straight out of Black Ops Cold War. It could fit this game very well in the futuristic effect, but I just don't think it fits zombies very well. Plus, it's a big white box. Like, if that's not has, you know, 50% opacity, maybe we'll have a problem with that. Like, I don't think it looks fantastic. Then we have one here called Console. This is similar to the Blueprint one, but instead of a blue grid, it's a nice big red one. I think it looks fine, like the same circle that we've seen in all the other ones. It's nothing crazy, but I mean, this is a very simplistic, right? Very simplistic. Then we have one called Old School, guys. This is World at War. This is World at War, man. I mean, look at the old school compass you see on the bottom right there. The nice green that is really, really cool. It says this is the vintage theme for the description. I agree, like this one looks really good. But the one you might be the most hyped about, which I already talked about in the beginning of the video, that is the Black Ops 3 Zombies HUD. The liquid divinium, the box behind it, it is returning. It is returning. The vintage style Black Ops 3 HUD. Yes, this leaker is doing better marketing than the actual of Call of Duty. That is interesting. That is interesting, right? I mean, it's kind of insane. I really like what this is going. So I just wanted to make this video talking about the HUD. And right before I go, I will say one more thing before I get out of here. There is a leak here, and this is just a leak, so I can't throw this on the screen here, but it says that the codes for these HUDs, okay, the HUDs are confirmed. I mean, you can see in-game footage. They're basically confirmed. But what this leak says here is that the codes for the HUDs in the game have certain coding where it says this. It says, looks like the HUDs have loot ID attached to them, which could mean multiple things. It could be nothing, right? Or it could also mean that they're locked behind something, okay? For example, can they be a bundle, which would be the absolute worst case scenario, right? It also could mean that they're a battle pass or a zombies Easter egg reward, which I'm okay with the zombie Easter egg reward idea. Like if you complete the Easter egg, you get the zombified HUDs. I don't think that's a bad idea. That's actually a pretty good reward for an Easter egg, better than what we got last year. So I will say, HUD, interesting, but I hope that it isn't anything too crazy with the zombie ID. That's just the last thing I want to throw in here. So now that our two biggest things that we were worried about, map aesthetics and the HUD, are basically covered now in this new game, what are your other concerns that you're seeing? People have been talking about, okay, well, it still doesn't go for the character, the quotes. It still doesn't talk about the gameplay and how there's not a lot of carryover. You're right, but this is a good step, and we'll see what else happens with it. I'm not saying, guys, the game looks perfect, go buy it. But I am saying that this is a fantastic first step, and I mean, just look at it, guys. Put it back on screen. Put it back on fucking screen. It looks so good. It looks so good. But I appreciate you guys watching. Please don't kick me out of this video like Dalek got kicked out of COD Next, okay? Just leave a like. Okay, subscribe to the channel. I'm giving you daily uploads. I mean, come on! Subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. And if you're wondering, okay, because you're looking at me and you're going, wow, what is that big red gash on you? I got in a wreck. So yeah. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you, ladies and gentlemen, in the next video.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.